yeah, yeah, yeah. And you don't stop, and you won't stop, and you don't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks rocking.
I find it hard to start gigs, you know. People get the wrong idea about me. I make a very bad first impression in life. I was in town last week, right? I wanted to get myself a laptop. I went to this shop and I just wanted a bog standard, basic range laptop. And the salesman took one look at me and clearly thought that I deserved better. Because he tried selling me a £750 laptop with features on it that I didn't even fucking understand. You know when they try and blag you with science and they go, it's got a Pentium 47, oh, it's got a flux capacitor built in. Just not drive it past 88 miles an hour, you fucking weirdo, okay. This is how he tried selling it me, right? This is how he tried selling me a £750 laptop. This was his big sales pitch. He went, oh, you want this one? It's a little bit more expensive, but it's great for business. I was like, mate, it's 2:30 on a Tuesday afternoon, and I've come in wearing a 2002 England top with KFC gravy stains on it. What sort of business do you think this is? I'm not going to be taking this laptop home and using it to Skype CEOs and trade Bitcoin. Come on. We both know what this laptop's for. Give it 2 weeks, that laptop is going to be covered in cum. It's going to have more viruses than the porn stars I'm watching. I swear to God, I walked into PC World, those laptops looked at me like the toys look at Sid in Toy Story. I'm not fucking going home with him. Have you heard how he treats us?
Do you know the best place, the quickest place to get some cigarettes?
Yeah, across the road.
Oh, thank you. Oh, proper fuck this up. Whoops. Hi mate, can I get 20 JPS Blue and a lighter, please? Fuck it.
Perfect, thank you. Just forgot to get to the man over there. Your bag, did you buy cigarettes?
Yeah, I got cigarettes.
You got a
Did he get packed lunch? Has he brought packed lunch?
No, he baked a bread. A nice bread.
That's well
He
then.
baked it.
Is he going to watch comedy or feed the ducks? What
I'm in a relationship. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years now. We've been 4 years we've been together. And we're at that point in our relationship now where we want to start to fuck other people. I've not fucked my girlfriend in years. We've had sex, we've made love, but that's not the same as fucking somebody, is it? You know, because if you have sex with someone, then afterwards you feel wonderful, you feel special. But if you fuck someone, then afterwards you go away questioning your life choices. I fucked someone and then the next day had full-on existential crises about what I've just done. Constantly questioning everything about my life, being like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do last night? And then a stranger put a spoon in my arse. I don't even know which spoon. What if she's put it back in the cutlery drawer? I'll have to throw all my spoons away. How will I eat soup? Because fucking people is dirty, isn't it? It's animalistic, it's dirty, it's a little bit rough, and that's what makes it brilliant. But how can you have that dirty sex with someone that you love? How How can you be like, baby, I love you, you're incredible, you mean the world to me, you make the world a better place, I'm a better person when I'm around you, but just hold still while I wee on you. I have the safest sex in the world with my girlfriend. I love her too much to fuck her. We have such safe sex. I can't even change positions without doing a risk assessment. I'm like, okay, your elbows can support your weight, can they? Well, you're not going to get cramp in your back leg. Okay, we'll continue. Some guys have fantasies about what they want their girlfriends to wear in the bedroom. They want them to dress dead sexy. You know what I want my missus to wear? A hard hat and a high-vis vest. It's like fucking a builder. Partly because she never comes when she's supposed to. Sometimes she falls asleep on the job, you know. The closest I get to having that rough, animalistic sex that I crave is sometimes we'll be having sex and I'll start thinking about all the things she's done that week that have pissed me off. So I'll just be like, she never takes the fucking bins out. And she's been having loads of baths recently. Our water bill's going to be through the fucking roof. What I've learned from doing that joke is that I do not feel comfortable dry humping in front of a room full of strangers. Which is why it looked like I was drying myself with a towel. Comedy, this, isn't it? I love how they've decorated the stage entirely out of shit they've found on Facebook, buy, swap and sell. I should explain the hat. I wear a hat on stage sometimes because I've got a problem with my eyesight. I've got ocular migraines where I lose my vision and it gets really blurry and stuff. I went to see an optician about it and he said what you need to do is you need to make sure that you stay away from bright lights, which is pretty much comedy's only occupational hazard. So what I've taken to do is I wear a cap on stage like this, and if the lights get too bright, then what I can do is I can duck underneath like that and the cap blocks out the light. And that has been working quite well, up until recently where I caught sight of myself in a dressing room mirror and realised that I do give off the vibe of a man that's killed at least one prostitute. Not even like an old one, like a young one with dreams. I don't even know if they have dreams. I don't know what they dream about. Don't pay them to talk.
There was another time when I did a charity gig for raising money for a woman with cancer so that her and her children could go to Disneyland to, nice cause. And the woman herself kicked me off stage because she wanted to do a raffle. Nothing that I'd done. She was just like, she literally took the microphone out of my hand. She was pissed and she was like, we're going to do a raffle. I was like, okay, I hope you raise the money you want.
I found out that my ex-girlfriend has just got engaged last week. No, fuck her, she's a cunt. I was with her for 18 months, and during that time, she put on 3 stone because I have a lot of bad eating habits. And then we'd split up, 2 months we'd split up, then she got with another guy, the guy that she's marrying, who is a personal fitness instructor who had to undo all the damage I've done to her. And we never got on, because the thing is I'm very working class, and she was very middle class, and call me naive, call me short-sighted, but I don't think working class people and middle class people can ever properly love each other. And we just got into arguments about it all the time. She'd try to make herself sound more working class to make me feel better. Like she'd say things, she'd go, oh, I had a pretty rough upbringing as well, you know. I remember there was one year when we only went on 2 family holidays. Well, 3 if you count centre parks, but that's basically just surviving in the wilderness.
Surviving in the Wilderness. Oh, really? I must have missed that episode of Bear Grylls. Pitting your wits against a luxury chalet in a mini fridge. Having to drink your own piss because you don't want to spend £3.50 on a bottle of Coke. Shut up. You know, I was so bored. You know where I went on holiday one year? Me nan's house. She doesn't even live far away. She's like 15 minutes away. I spent a week in a high-rise block of flats in Chorley. One time, me nan took me up to see a friend who lived on the top floor, and she was like, "Oh, you want to come to Edith? She's got a lovely view." She's got a lovely view. We spent all morning looking out the window at shit. She was trying to point things out to make it interesting. She was like, "Look, look, if you look over there, you can see the beach." I was like, "Yeah, if you look over there, you can see our fucking house." I don't think working class people and middle class people can ever love each other. That's just my experience, man. When I say that, people always go, "What about Meghan Markle?" And I understand where you're coming from there, because her family are proper scum. Have you seen her dad? Jesus Christ. He always looks like he's midway through grouting a bathroom. It looks like he steals pens from the bookies, you know, that kind of guy. Hangs around at Ladbrokes, tells you which virtual greyhound races are fixed. Meghan Markle, she might be working class, but Prince Harry, he is upper class. And upper class people and working class people, that can totally work out. Because everyone gets what they want then. She gets to marry a prince, and he gets to marry someone who knows what it's like to be poor and does not want to go back to that shit. He can make her do whatever the fuck he wants. He's got control over it. He can be like, "Hey, babe, give me a blowjob." She's like, "I don't really feel like giving you a blowjob." Oh, okay. Maybe I don't feel like renewing your visa. I never want to get into a massive argument with Prince Harry because the royal family are connected. They're powerful people. They spent 1,000 years beheading any commoner that disagreed with them. That's not the kind of shit you give up overnight. Can you imagine getting into a big argument with Prince Harry if you're in a relationship with him, saying some things that couldn't be unsaid, and he wakes you up the next morning, he's like, hi babe, hi. No, it's all right, forgive me, it's water under the bridge. Honestly, it's fine. Guess what? I've decided you're going on a road trip to Paris. Don't worry, Grandad's driving. And I'm not having a go at her, by the way. She married her prince. Good for her. That's the working class dream as far as I'm concerned. If you told me tonight that there was a princess somewhere that wanted to marry me and look after me, I wouldn't care what she looked like. I wouldn't care how old she was. My only question would be princess of what country? Because if it's like the Princess of Switzerland, mate, I'm there. If it's the Princess of Somalia, I'm not being funny, this is going to be worse than the life I've got now. Rocking up to the village like, "Hey, have you got Wi-Fi?" "Mate, we've not even got a well." She walks in wearing a wedding dress made out of a t-shirt I donated. Fuck that shit.
Hi mate, can you get me to Top Secret Comedy Club on Drury Lane? Drury Lane, Top Secret Comedy Club. Quick.
I'm in a taxi now. So 10 minutes? All right, no problem. See you soon. Wait.
It's 170 Drury Lane, if that helps at all, mate. Thanks, pal. Holy fucking shit.
Is it at the end here? I think it's at the end. I live with my missus, and I learned the most about my girlfriend and women in general when I moved in. I learned so much about women that I never knew. Tell you what I learned the most about? Periods. Now, I knew they happened. Like, it wasn't like fucking surprise one day. But, I mean, like, I didn't know much about them because they don't teach young boys about that shit. Sex education for boys and girls at school is very, very different. Sex education for women is they bring you in and they go, "Here's all the magical changes that your body's going through. You're a special princess. Let's listen to Beyonce for 4 hours. If you like it, then you should have used a douche on it." Sex education for young boys is, here's how you put on a Johnny, here's how you check your balls for lumps, good luck with the rest of your life. Just bringing teams of young boys in. Johnny, balls, fuck off, that's it. Like I knew, right, that when you are on your period, when it's that time of the month, I knew that your moods change and sometimes you might get a little bit grouchy, sometimes you might get a little bit irritable, and that's fine. What I didn't know is that there are some women, my girlfriend included, that get really, really horny. My girlfriend comes up to me, she's like, babe, I know I'm on, but I just want to have sex with you right now. And when that happens, I take her in my arms and I go, baby, not a fucking chance. Why not? Blood, that's why not, girl. I'm not putting my willy in there, taking it out, looking like a boxer that's just lost a fight. Do you know what it is, though? Genuinely, it's the double standards of the thing that gets me, right? Because when she's on her period, she wants, nay, she expects that I should have sex with her. And yet, she won't so much as touch my willy unless I've had 2 showers and a wash in the sink. If I want a blowjob, my dick's got to have a 5-star food hygiene rating. Get a load of inspectors round in white overcoats with a clipboard, ticking things up. Well, the pubes seem to be the correct length. Tick. And do a little swab of your balls and put that in a test tube. You're looking at a man that cleans his bellend with Domestos.
Do you know what? I'm having a nightmare with a joke at the moment. It's a new joke. It's about Brexit. It's about the best thing about this country are immigrants. And the amount of... It's been going really well up north, but the amount of kickback I get down here, just from these 2 routes, I've just felt it change a little bit. I don't know why they... I don't know if it's something where they think...
It's a bubble. London's a bubble. And the thing is that, you know, you heard about Bill Burr was saying, like, when he was warming up for the shows over here, he was doing New York.
Yeah.
And they had a big problem with people groaning at his jokes.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck, I'm 50. You're fucking 20. You should be, like, offending me.
This is fun. I'm going to talk about Brexit for a bit. Why not? Let's talk about it. I'm going to do this shit. Do you know why? Because I've noticed that comedians will come on here and they will start preaching and waxing lyrical about how you should have voted. Oh, you should have voted this way. You should have voted that way. It's nobody's business but your own how you voted, and nobody has got the right to tell you how you should or shouldn't vote. However, if you voted Leave specifically to get rid of immigrants, then you are a fucking idiot. Immigrants are the best thing about Great Britain. I'll say that again. The best thing about this country are the people that are not from this fucking country. Can you imagine what the UK would be like without immigrants? We wouldn't have Deliveroo. Ain't no English person doing that job. We're so lazy that we have to order our own takeaways to get delivered to us. We're not going to cycle up the M6 to deliver wok and go noodles. You give an immigrant guy that job, they've got such good work ethic, they're like 12 pence an hour, where do I sign? Working back-to-back 14-hour shifts so they can afford a helmet. Those guys are heroes. Can you imagine if we had no immigration in this country, we would not have any good takeaways. We wouldn't have no Indian food, wouldn't have no Chinese, wouldn't have no pizza, wouldn't have no kebabs. What are you going to do at the end of a night out, 4 o'clock in the morning, pissed as fuck, just like, oh, I fancy a shepherd's pie. Is he going to get a fucking shepherd's pie? Is that... I'm trying to be tolerant of other people's opinions and other people's views, but it's hard because other people, sometimes they have opinions that don't even fucking make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand when the older generation go, oh, you should bring back national service. That's what would sort the country out, give the country a bit of backbone, bring back national service. Really? That who you want fighting in a war? Millennials. Trying to feed an army of 1 million people, all with different dietary requirements. Getting gluten-free vegan food delivered to the front line. How would that even work? You know, because like the last massive world war was World War II. We still learn about that in schools. Can you imagine if there was a war with millennials and they taught that to children in 100 years' time? Reading tweets from the trenches? Going through a textbook of pictures of soldiers, all with different Snapchat filters? Stood on no man's land looking like a bashful chipmunk? Hashtag behind enemy lines. Oh man, this was loads of fun. If you've enjoyed me, then I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Freddy Quinne Comedy. It's not funny, that is. It's just a fact. Oh, you can fuck. Oh, is it? Were you going to spill it on me then?
Cheers, I think.
That was a cheers. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, given the conversation that we just had, I thought you were going to go. He's not giving me his. Fuck him. Do you know what I mean? Go on. I'll give you a cheers then. Cool. Well, it's.
That's all it had to be. That's it.
Cool. That's all right. It's weird this because I've done pretty well, but now because I've spoken to you, it's turned shit. You have basically done to my set what that red wine's done to your top, you know? No, you're gorgeous and I hope you have a great night. I've been Freddy Quinne, thank you very much for Nutter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Do you want me to go down right now?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I'll go down right now.
Greg Faulkner's emceeing downstairs and then Ria's
Okay. Okay, sweet. Sorry. What a superstar. Yeah, mate. Hello. Hello, man, you all right?
You are, let me see, Ria's done that, she's doing 10.
Yeah, and then I'll do 15.
Great.
Ooh.
How's life?
Mate, rushed as a motherfucker. Shit, man. I'm gonna go in to the bar, get a drink. I'll see you soon. Hello! It's nice to be here. Thank you very much for having me. I'm Freddy. I'll get started. I'll tell you a little bit about me. A lot of people are very surprised when I tell them that I'm transgender. And I think that's probably because I'm not. But it's fun to pretend, isn't it? Because the society that we live in nowadays, nobody wants to pull you up on that shit. You say whatever the fuck you want, people go, oh my God, you're so brave, you're fantastic, oh my God. Inspirational. Honestly, I tell people that I'm transgender and I can see them genuinely trying to work out which way I've gone. Because either I used to be a woman that's turned into the most convincing man of all time, or I am a man that wants to be a woman and is putting in fuck all effort. It's like I've grown tits and stopped. Oh, they'll get the idea. I'll tell them I play netball. All I use the internet for is Facebook and masturbation. That is it. The internet is the most incredible invention ever to see mankind. And all I do, 8 hours a day. I love Facebook. There's nothing interesting on Facebook, but I love it because I'm addicted to the drama. I bet everybody in this room has got at least one person on Facebook whose life is just a constant fucking catastrophe from start to finish, and it's brilliant. It's great because the thing is with those people is they always do like vague passive-aggressive statuses. They never straight up tell you what the fuck's gone on. You got to work it out for yourself. You know, they do things like little statuses like, someone needs to learn what loyalty means. Then you got to scroll through all the comments like a shit Facebook detective. Trying to work out who's cheated on who. Reading all the comments from his stupid friends. Oh, you okay, babes? Oh, inbox me, hun, XOXOXO. I go one further. I start screenshotting the comments. I print them out, stick them on the living room wall. Get some red string in between like I'm trying to solve a crime. If you like Making a Murderer, coming soon to Netflix, who's Stephen Fingered? A lot of people are doing online dating at the moment. I've been trying to get my sister to do online dating. She's 33 years old, she's single, she wants to find a guy. I want to help her out. I want her to do online dating, it'll be good for her. But she's dead against it because she thinks it's beneath her. I don't understand that logic. When I was single, I was on all of the dating websites. I was on Tinder, I was on Plenty of Fish, I was on Single Asian Muslim. I mean, I'm not, but for the right woman, I'd convert. Look at some of the women on singleasianmuslim.com, they're fucking beautiful. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'd pray 5 times a day to smash that shit. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know why? I was never very good with the online dating thing because I'm a big lad and people would take one look at me and in this image-obsessed society in which we live, they wouldn't be interested, they wouldn't message me. That's not fair, is it? I mean, there's some beautiful women in here tonight. You're fucking gorgeous, girl. You ever fucked a fat lad? You should. I bet you didn't even think your vagina could get pins and needles. You're a beautiful woman. There's loads of beautiful women in this room. Beautiful women should fuck more fat lads because if you let me fuck you, I would try really, really hard. I will give 110%. I would put a shift in. You can just lie back, treat it like a training session, but for me, it's my World Cup final. I'm gonna get there 2 hours early, start doing stretches, keep myself well hydrated, speak to a coach, right, you wanna work your way into the box. And I get it. I get why beautiful women like you don't want to fuck fat guys like me because there are question marks about our stamina. And I will be the first to admit that we aren't the best cardiovascular-wise. But our technique is flawless. I am the best person in this room at oral sex. And I know that for a fact. You know why? Because I spent my entire childhood learning how to get all the chocolate out of a choc dip. I get what this looks like. It does look a lot like me as a fat man is telling beautiful women to fuck me. But it goes both ways. It does. I have fucked some proper rotters in my time. And I'm not embarrassed by that. I think it's a good thing. I am pleased that I was able to make them feel good for a certain amount of time. I think that's great. It's like a service that I provide to the community. Some people pick up cans, I smash puss. You know, I had a one-night stand with a woman once and she had eczema so bad, I woke up in the morning, I was like, who's been eating bread? What have Hansel and Gretel visited during the night? I gave her a massage, it was like using a belt sander on an old table. Shavings going in my eyes, wearing protective goggles. And she was one of those one-night stands that wouldn't fuck off as well. You know, the ones that keep texting you, keep trying to make it happen, text you sexy little text messages at all time of the day, try and rekindle the romance. She texted me once, 2:30 in the afternoon, she went, if I was here right now, what would you make me do? Moisturise. You two together then, yeah? Is that why you were looking at me like fucking daggers, like that? She's beautiful as well. There's a reason I didn't fucking pick on her, because look at the state of that cunt behind. He would kick the shit out of me. What the fuck are you gonna do? Clean my chimneys, you know? You know, he will go outside and glass me without me knowing. You will go home tonight, dear TripAdvisor. I'm joking. Jane, you know everything there is to know about each other? I'll stop you right there. You fucking don't. You might think you know everything there is to know about him, but you don't. And that's not because men keep things secret. It's because there is stuff about your man that you didn't even know to ask. Right? Here's something that he does that you never knew of till right fucking now. And this goes for every single bloke in the room. Sometimes he will go to the toilet to have a wee, and there will be a little bit of poo on the rim of the bowl. And when that happens, he will use his wee to try and jet wash the poo off the bowl. And look at every woman in this room right now going, really? And every man going, yeah. Do you know what I do? I hold it all in and then I force it out at once like a pressure washer. Working at the car wash. Whoa. Like being in a shark's tail. Do you want to know something about her? Oh, mate, I'll tell you something about her, right? But this will change the way that you see women. It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, you can't get that lid shut, right? Sometimes she will be sat down. That's not it, by the way. Sometimes they sit. What's with them? Sometimes she'll be sat down and she'll have a fart. And the fart, instead of going out the back, will go out the front, trap itself in the fanny lips, and then they have to re-fart their own fart. Have you ever heard anything as fucking mental in your life? The first time I heard about that, I thought the laws of physics had been broken. I was tweeting Professor Brian Cox like, excuse me, science guy, stop dicking about with the universe, we got bigger fish to fry back home. And that's ruined women for you, because from now on, whenever she makes so much of a sound, you'll be like, which fucking way was that? I've been Freddy Quinne, thank you very much.